What we're about to talk about in this video might change everyone's perception on Luna Classic. Equally, it really might shed some light on some potential manipulation that was going on long before the Luna collapse, and ultimately could absolutely be the person that caused the collapse. What does it mean for the future? Well, if anything, it means for me the future becomes a little bit brighter. We're going to take a look at the price action and that conversation going on right now as whether Sam Bankman-Fried and Alameda Research were the cause of the Luna collapse. Let's get into this one because this one is interesting. Current price 1661 Terra Luna Classic, 42nd highest ranked cryptocurrency project. Interestingly, over 1 million watch lists currently watching Terra Luna Classic. Volume significantly down. We do need to see that volume start to move. 3.83% on the day, down under $50 million. Market cap, unfortunately, we have lost that $1 billion market cap. Now, we have seen a pretty big sell-off in the market. We saw some pretty heavy long liquidations earlier on, particularly in Ethereum and Bitcoin, but Terra Luna Classic still kind of holding around that 15.5 to 17 range, like I said, at 1661. You can see here on the chart, still within this pattern that we drew, money flow is out of Terra Luna Classic. RSI trending pretty nicely. Again, we are waiting for that market data to come Wednesday, the CPI announcement. Do we see a market sentiment move up, and does that take Terra Luna Classic with it? Now, this next bit is really interesting. You almost have to put your tinfoil hat on when you think about this, but when you start to really connect the dots, we suddenly come out with, well, a picture of Sam Bankman-Fried looking like, you know, he is, well, something. SBF tried to destabilize crypto market to save the FTX, and as it kind of goes along, it talks about kind of CZ Binance and a number of other big influential people in the space, all in, I'd like to say not a Telegram group, but you know, something similar. It says Tether executives and Binance CEO worried that Sam Bankman-Fried, former FTX CEO, was attempting to destabilize the crypto market, aiming to save the now bankrupt exchange, according to reports on December 19th. Messages seen by the Wall Street Journal of a signal group chat named Exchange Coordination reveals an argument between CZ and SBF on November 10th about Tether's stablecoin USDT. Now, it's important to reference here that messages seen by the Wall Street Journal, so they are claiming they have seen these messages. This group in which CZ's in and a number of other high influential powerful people in the space is, according to the report, CZ and the others in the group were worried that trades made by Alameda Research were focusing on de-pegging the stablecoin. That's right, that they were de-pegging or attempting to de-peg USDT and Tether, which would have a ripple effect in crypto prices. The Binance CEO reportedly confronted SBF, saying, "Stop trying to de-peg stablecoins and stop doing anything. Stop now. Don't cause more damage." Okay, just think about that for a second. Stop trying to depeg stable coins, multiple. So was this some weird kind of attempt at completely destabilizing the market, covering the tracks, taking everything down with them in some kind of absolute sadistical way, but at the same time they got lucky with Luna Classic? Remember, Alameda Research was basically taking money from FTX. They had massive amounts, albeit into this gigantic abyss of a black hole, but equally the fact that they were deliberately trying to destabilize stablecoins, CZ Binance called them out, and the Wall Street Journal says they've seen them, for me is an incredibly interesting point, and certainly one we want to see a little bit more information around. Now, it says here the alleged argument happened a day after Binance announced that it wouldn't bail out its troubled competitor FTX, citing reports regarding mishandled customer funds and alleged US agency investigations, all of which turns out to be completely true. A reporter by Cointelegraph, new details about the failed argument between Binance and FTX were revealed on December 9th in a Twitter thread. CZ referred to Bankman-Fried as a fraudster, saying Binance exited its position in FTX in July 2021. How long was this going on for? That's the kind of crazy thing. Absolutely insane in terms of what they're talking about. And ultimately, did they get lucky with Luna Classic or unlucky? Now, we get a little bit more information. It says, according to the report, Terra USD's collapse was triggered by an increased number of sell orders from a single venture, FTX. In an effort to make a fat profit, Bankman-Fried simultaneously shorted Luna. Again, you heard that right. Had the trade gone as expected, Luna's price decline could have yielded a fat profit. Instead, SBF's bet destroyed the entire Terra USD Luna ecosystem and crashed the broader crypto market. Ultimately, SBF dug his own grave for FTX and Alameda with his failed bet. The ripple effects of the Luna crash may have also been the decisive impact on the collapse of SBF's business. Remarkably, the US Federal Prosecutor's Office opened an investigation against FTX months before the bankruptcy. However, as part of this, SBF denied any allegations of alleged market manipulation. That's right. SBF shorted the living hell out of Terra Luna Classic, which ultimately came and demised the entire crypto ecosystem. Now, none of this is 100% confirmed. You've always got to take it with some level of a pinch of salt, but actually we know that CZ Binance in his group called SBF out for trying to depeg stablecoins. We now know that he shorted Luna Classic. What does it mean, though, going forward for the future of Luna Classic? Well, if we can attribute the fail and the collapse to a single entity, Sam Bankman-Fried, and ultimately a deliberate attempt to make money by shorting it, well, it suddenly does change quite a bit for me. It changes a lot in terms of the blockchain is good to go. Decentralized applications can build upon Luna Classic, and ultimately we clearly can see this was attempted with a number of other stablecoins. This one's going to get interesting. This one has some more legs to it, but I, for one, I'm pretty excited about what Luna Classic is going to bring, and if we can prove that SBF was its downfall, well, that's probably why Duck One's back, and that's why Duck One is keeping an eye on exactly what's going on with Luna Classic. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Do you think SBF brought about the collapse of Luna by ultimately shorting his position? We know he had the funds to do it, or not. As ever, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything in the crypto world, and I'll see you guys in the next one.